Hi, I'm Kai, and I live in this house truck out in the woods that I built myself from scratch. And this person asking, where did you buy your truck and for how much? So I actually just bought my truck off of Craigslist. I found a private seller who was selling this guy here. I think it used to be maybe a linen delivery truck or something along those lines. But when I bought it, it had the box taken off and the lift gate taken off. And what I learned in that process is that big old industrial trucks like this aren't really worth that much. So the truck itself I bought for $4,000, and then if it had a box on it, the box would be another $5,000, and then the lift gate would be another $7,000. So if you buy a truck like this that has all of the accessories on it, it'll be anywhere from $15,000 to $20,000. But if you get just the cab chassis, it's way cheaper. And sure, if you bought a box truck that had a box on the back, you could just convert the insides of the box, but in my experience, the boxes on these trucks tend to not be super waterproof, so you'd probably still have to do quite a lot of work to waterproof the box before you could start building out the inside. And then the other question that a lot of people have is, how much money have I spent building it so far? Now, that's a really hard thing to put a number on because I have bought tools, I've taken classes, I've done so much over the last 10 years building this thing, but ballpark figure, I think I've spent about $60,000 Canadian to get the truck to the state that it's at currently, which doesn't include thousands and thousands and thousands of hours of labor to get this where it's at. So keep that in mind. However, you could definitely build one for way less. Like, there's a few things that I spent money on that I really wanted to have a nice version of, but if you got everything secondhand and completely from the rebuild center, like, you could probably build one of these for about 30, 35K, kind of depending. Building materials are a lot more expensive now than they were back then, unfortunately. So yeah, if anyone has any more questions about how to build a house truck or the process behind it, please just put a question down below and I'll try to do a whole video series kind of addressing those questions.